Evolution. I'm only kidding. Evolution is a huge debate. I don't even know why we have this debate. It's very simple. For me, anyway. I think we should approach this from an epistemic perspective. What do I mean by that? Epistemology is the study of knowledge. Now, when we study the philosophy of science, we come to an understanding, brothers and sisters, that it's not the gospel truth, right? It's not 100% true. Let me give you a crude example. Science uses induction as a thinking method or as a way of making conclusions. What is induction? Practically, induction is you take a limited number of observations and you conclude for the next observation, which is called weak induction, or the entire set of observations, which is called strong induction. The point is, your conclusion is not necessarily true. It ranges from a probability of 0% to 99%. So when you question any sincere scientist, you say, have you had or do you have an infinite number of observations for your conclusion? You're like, golly, no. Of course not. So from that perspective, it's not 100% true. So there is an element of doubt. Things can change. So when you have a conclusion from science such as evolution and a conclusion from theology that says, yes, we may accept animal evolution, but not human evolution, or there's a big discussion, or there's some kind of irreconcilable difference, what do? I say, fine, let's go to the epistemic approach. What is the source of the Quran? I believe it to be from the divine. It's divine knowledge and wisdom. And I can show that outside of the empirical realities using reason, using other arguments. Science is great. It's a blessing from God. It's one of the manifestations of His mercy. We're encouraged in the Quran to look into the empirical realities. But we also understand that God has the picture, we have the pixel. And every sincere scientist says this. So what I would say is, as a believer who doesn't necessarily accept evolution theologically, as, for example, if I was a scientist, I would say, it's the best we have. It's amazing, isn't it? Wow. Let's keep on working with it and keep on doing the science. But do you accept it as part of your creedal framework? No, because you know that you have an alternative method of, or alternative source of knowledge you think which is higher epistemically in terms of its epistemic value, its value of knowledge, than the method of science because it's based on induction 0 to 99%. So say evolution is around the 95% mark. It's still not the gospel truth, if you like. We believe this to be the Quranic or gospel truth. So therefore, we take one over the other. But it doesn't mean you reject the science. You're saying it's the best that we have with our current observations and we're working with it. And maybe we'll catch up to what the Quran says. There's another way of looking at this, is by looking at the Quranic discourse and saying, the words are quite ambiguous with multi-layered meanings. Maybe we can correlate. That has been tried to be done. I think it's failed because there are some issues which are quite definite, such as the fact that Adam did not have any father or anything prior to him that was alive. So that's a big issue. You could claim it's a miracle. You could accept evolution and claim that Adam, upon whom be peace, is a miracle. Of course you can. But these are some ways that I've been trying to deal with this. I've written an essay on this called Have We Misunderstood Evolution? It goes through the epistemic approach. I don't even talk about the science because I'm not a scientist, I have no idea. I just talk about it from a conceptual perspective to give you the tools to try and understand this. And it's on my website, hamza.tzortzis.com.